Look at the lips on the jack.
That's all right.
Well, it's hard to believe it's already 2011 turkey season. I hope everybody's got some nice birds out there scouted out for opening day. I tell you, we're going to have some great footage coming up this year from our home state of Georgia. Also on April the 12th, we're going to be traveling over to Kansas to go after some of those big easterns up there. Today's episode, we got some great footage coming up from one of our sponsors, Talawega Tomtaker Turkey Calls. We visited them last weekend in Jackson, Georgia to go through and let them show us the lineup of calls they have for this season, and also have a little bit of woodworking footage for you to watch also. It's really interesting, and it's neat to see how the process is that they actually make the calls and stuff. I don't know how they do it, but they do, and they make some great calls in that process also. Also in this episode, we got some great footage coming up from Corey New. He takes a tremendous bird with his bow. It's from a couple years ago, but it's some footage that I've been holding on to just for this special day. So make sure to stick with us here on this episode, and I hope you enjoy all the footage.
I'm Brandon Washington with Talawega Tomtaker Turkey Calls. I've handled all the woodworking from pots to long boxes to short boxes. First year doing my long boxes. But this particular call here is a slate over glass. It's black walnut. It fits real well in the palm of your hand. Got a good bevel on the sides. The slate over glass gives you a nice call without being too high pitched. I have a slate over wood that's more subtle for the tree yelps and purrs. I also have glass. This particular call here has our logo up under the glass. The call itself is glass over glass, gives you a nice high pitch. It's in black walnut as well. I really like working with black walnut. Most of my pots are black walnut. I also have a frosted crystal over glass, has our logo under the glass as well. And it's a zebra wood, nice call, good high pitched for those windy days. The best call high pitched is a aluminum call. It's double-sided, got a slate on the back side for real subtle, nice purrs and some tree yelps. The aluminum really has a good pitch to it, cuts through the wind, or good locator as well. And you can get soft on the back side to bring the bird on into shooting range. The strikers I use have mostly one piece with the actual custom calls I have. I do have some two-piece. I feel like the one piece gives a little bit better, volume because it's a solid piece of wood. Your different tips, some are straight, some are beveled. The beveled actually gives the call a little bit better rollover from what I've observed.
In 2007, I decided I wanted to try to kill a turkey with my bow. Ended up missing one that year. I was pretty sad about that, but I got the bow back out in 08 and was going to try it again. Was going to try it without a blind, just sitting there by a tree like you do with a shotgun. On March 24th, John Funderburk and I went down to a bottom by the river where I knew turkeys frequented at midday, and we got set up about 1:30, 2 o'clock, and we sat there for a good 2 hours with nothing happening. Probably 2.5, 3 hours into the hunt, I was sitting there with my bow in my lap, totally unprepared. Thank God I had my face mask up, but I looked down the bottom and I saw a gobbler coming up the bottom, and I had the Flambeau King Strut decoy out in front of us about 20 yards, and when he saw that decoy, his demeanor changed. His head went from white to blood red in 5 seconds, and he started coming. He was not happy. As you can tell from the video, John has trouble with videoing in trees, but it wasn't his fault. He didn't want to distract me with telling me to wait, and I probably wouldn't have waited. I had the perfect opportunity, and I took the shot, and I'm happy I did.
Did you get a good hit?
I think so.
I can't see. Is he down?
No, he's still flopping. I was very excited. Didn't even know what I was doing. I grabbed John's gun that he brought for backup to go look at the bird. But I was very excited, and that was my first turkey with my bow. It just happened to be the biggest turkey I've ever killed. Get it.
He's got the hook.
Hooks on that joker, John. Look at the hooks on that joker. God. Yes, sir. That's an inch and a half. Yeah, inch and a half spurs, 11.5-inch beard. He was fairly light. He didn't weigh but 18 pounds. But it was enough to put him at number 4 for a typical turkey taken in Georgia with a bow. So that was neat to be able to get listed up at the top of that list with those guys that you look up to turkey hunting, all your life. But I was very excited to take that turkey. I might put my foot in my mouth here, but I'm going to try to take my first turkey this year with my bow. I may do it from a blind. I got a blind set up. I just did that today, but regardless, it's a feat to take a turkey with a bow, and those of you that have done it know. But I was very excited. I'll remember that day forever.
Hi, my name is Jay Johnston with Talladega Tom Taker Turkey Calls. I design all of our mouth calls, all our diaphragms. And what I'd like to do today is kind of go through each one and show you a little bit about them. The first one is the Tom Taker. It's a 4-reed split V call with 2 extra cuts on that top reed that makes some pure turkey sounds. The next one I'd like to show you is a new design for this year. It's our scalper. It's a 3-reed back wing cut. Got a lot of backbone, a lot of high on the front end, and some good rasp. The next one is one that I'm probably most proud of. It's our War Woman. This is a design that I have worked with for several years. It's a 3-reed call with a W cut, kind of a unique W cut. The reeds, the top and bottom reed are the same thickness with a thinner reed in the middle of it, and it gives it a unique sound. The next one is a new call for this year. We have a lot of younger hunters and older hunters alike that just like the sound of a true double reed call. It's a 2-reed with the top reed split on either end. The next one is the Thunderbird. It's a 4-reed call with 2 split V's in that top reed. It's got a lot of backbone to it. It's kind of a little bit high on the top end, but it has an awful lot of rasp to it. It's also a great call if you're wanting to make some Jake yelps or some gobbler yelps as well. The next call is a new one for this year. It's our Wind Talker. It's a modified V-cut, 3-reed call. Great kikis out of it, and good raspy turkey sounds. The next call is the Thunder Chicken. It's a 3-reed version of the first call that I showed you, the Tom Taker. 3-reed split V with 2 cuts or splits on either side on the edge of that top reed. It's a great all-around call. And the last one is the Tomahawk Chop. Very unique cut. It's almost like hound's tooth shown in there. It's a 4-reed call. The top reed is that gray latex is a little thicker. It does take a little more air pressure to blow, but it's a great high volume, high end diaphragm call that is going to be great for you locating turkeys. Good cutting and excited hen calls.
This is our single-sided box. It's the Lynch style box. It's got a good sound to it. This box here is cut. The pieces are it's glued together box. The back side is walnut, and the front is a poplar soundboard. It is an old piece of poplar wood out of a gunsmith shop. This wood is approximately probably 50 to 60 years old at least. Has a good sound to it. Our next box would be a true double-sided. A lot of folks don't like the double-sided boxes that are glued together. This is a cherry on each side, gives it a nice high pitch. The box is, like I said, it is glued together. A lot of people have a hollowed-out style box, and my hollowed-out style box is a long box that I go into the poplar and cedar. That was a good wood selection. As Neil Cost had said, a cedar is a good lid. And my long boxes, like I said, are hollowed out. They have a good high pitch sound. Really reaches out there on the windy days as well. Good locator, but it also calls well enough that you can call the bird on in.
Thank you for tuning in and taking a look at our products today.
You can reach us and look at our products at www.TalladagaTomTaker.com. And remember, we're nothing but BS, beard and spurs.